Hi, Wilson Wildcat students. This is Miss Munoz. I will be reading to you today an informative text called Making Good Choices, written by Steffi Cavell-Clark. Let's begin. What are values? Values are the things that you believe are important, such as working hard at school. The ways we think and behave depend on our values. Values teach us how we should respect each other and ourselves. Sharing the same values as others helps us work and live together in a community. Values make our communities better places to live. Think about the values in your community. What is important to you and the people around you? Making good choices, understanding different beliefs, listening to others, working together, telling the truth, respecting others. Making a choice. Making good choices is an important value. We all have to make choices. We make a choice every time we decide what to eat or what to wear. These choices can be simple. Other choices are more difficult to make, such as how to solve a problem. The choices we make can change our actions and affect the people around us. A lot of things can influence our choices. We can make choices based on what we like or dislike, as well as what we think is right or wrong. When we make a choice based on what we think is right or wrong, we are following our values. Why are choices important? Making our own choices is an important part of our freedom. When making a choice, it is important to think of how it might affect others. We should always make choices that show our respect for others and choose to do things that make ourselves and the people around us happy. Being able to make choices means that we are free to decide how we live our lives. We can choose what we wear, what we eat, and how we treat others. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a teacher. I want to be an artist. It's important to choose goals for the future, such as what you'd like to be when you grow up. To reach your goals, you have to make good choices, such as doing your homework or working hard in class. Making the right choices. Our choices can affect the people around us, so it is important that we think carefully about the outcomes of our choices before we make them. To help us make the right choice, we must remember to treat others the way that we would like to be treated. Sometimes it can be difficult to make a choice because we are worried it will have a negative outcome, or we are afraid others won't agree with our choice. It's important that you choose to do what you feel is right. You can also ask friends and family members that you trust to help you make the right choices. Changing our choices. It can be difficult to think of all the outcomes of our choices before we make them. Sometimes we make choices that have negative outcomes. When we do this, it is important to change our choices to make things better. Kelly learned about pollution at school. She learned that her choice to get to school by car adds to the air pollution in her community. She decided to walk to school with her mom instead. She knew that her new choice would help look after the environment. Being responsible. When you make responsible choices, you can build strong relationships with others because you become someone they can trust. You can make responsible choices by thinking about how your choices affect others. Think about others' feelings and choose to help them when you can. You can show that you are responsible and trustworthy by following through on what you say you are going to do. Kavita promised her little sister that she would help her tie her shoelaces. She helps her every morning before going to school. Kavita's choice to help her sister shows she is responsible and thinks about others. Listening to others. When you are making choices, it can be important to listen to other people. Listening to others' thoughts and feelings can help you think about how your choices may affect them. You can also ask others for help when making choices. Sometimes our friends can influence our choices. We may feel pressured into doing something that we did not choose to do ourselves. It can be hard to say no to a friend, but we always have a choice, and sometimes it is important to say no. Make decisions that help you reach your goals and that take others' feelings into account. Making choices at school. At school, you have rules to follow and classmates to think about. It is important to make the choice to listen, learn, and behave at school. Learning about new things can help us understand what is right and wrong. At school, you should think about how your choices affect your classmates. Make choices that show your classmates that they can count on you. If you are a part of a group project or school sports team, choose to do your best and finish your part. Making choices at home. Be responsible at home by doing the things you say you are going to do, such as helping to wash the dishes. Choosing to be thoughtful and kind to the people we live with is very important. Show others you respect and care about them by making choices that have good outcomes. The choices we make at home affect the way we feel. Rory chooses to play soccer with his friends after school to have fun and get some exercise. Making good choices at home helps us feel happy and build strong relationships with family and friends. Making a difference. Do you have any old toys or clothes that you don't use anymore? If so, you can choose to donate these to a charity. This means that someone who doesn't have a lot of money can still get the things they need. If you notice a classmate at school who is being left out or seems upset, you can choose to ask them how they are. You can also ask them to join in a game to cheer them up. Choose to do what you know is right, even if others don't agree. By making good choices, you can make a difference for many people. I hope you enjoyed this book and that you learned to make good choices. Remember to do your best to show respect, optimism, achievement, responsibility, and safety. Every Wilson Wildcat roars.